All right, here I am in my natural habitat, pulling up to this unseemingly remote gas station. Oh, will I make it out alive? The world only knows. Bear with me. Fuck it, I say. Go live with nothing. Fucking radio. Who knows what's going to strike me down? So let's see. What the fuck is on my mind as I just randomly hit the live button and really don't care what comes out of my mouth. You know what's funny? Being that I really seldomly give a shit about what the fuck I really, unless it's something I'm passionate about, and I just go on to say some whatever, nonsense for the sake of humor. What is, yo, I don't know, man. New channel, who this? Kenneth Dog. Thanks for the video, by the way, because I like the direction it is, I haven't peeped it. That's the first thing I'm going to watch when I get home, by the by. And thank you, by the way, to anybody that happens to hit this fucking, dear God in heaven, anybody that happens to hit the play button and hear me, I want to just give that blanket thank you for sending me any just content, topics, ideas. I appreciate it, man. I love the whole team player style, and I love different takes. What's up, Angel Wings? Good to see you. So I'm just paying for gas right now. So I open this, here's the irony, okay? I traverse the YouTube streets every now and again. I go where the fuck I want to. I think that's a freedom that we all get to enjoy. And being, with the internet being the wild fucking west and all, you never know what to expect. And that's okay too. So I just so happen to, let's see. Right now I'm currently allowing myself to get completely ripped off with these fucking gas prices. What is it over here right now? Regular, it's $3.19. Yeah, that sounds about right. What's crazy to me, and I get it, it's the fucking internet. People will go around and try to find like it's not that different than a serial killer stalking their prey. Yeah, I'm being a little extra. You know how like a stalker, literally, or a serial killer, they go around and follow you to watch regular unleaded. Yeah, to watch your, what you do, what's get your whole rhythm, right? So there's definitely some folks out there that seem to go to every fucking channel I've left. I've made it clear that I go to. I've gone on the panel or I chat. I'm active in the chat, and no, there's no shade at my people, my the people within the community that we have here. Okay, I got nothing but love. If you happen to find me and I talk about where I go sometimes, all well and good. But what's amazing to me, there's people that we've never had a kind word for each other, and they will follow me into anywhere. It's amazing. It's straight up, I'll say impressive, maybe flattering. I should take it as a flattering thing. They'll go around just to like say bad things about me in the chat. So that, what's up, DJ? Yo, Pooh, big shout out to your boy putting together a whole ass event. Yes, you heard me. All right, Pooh, aka DJ Bricks, his son put together an event just to open for a bunch of bands. Like his son's multi-talented, clearly can be a self-producer, manager. Bass girl, what's up, dude? I've been thinking about you a lot recently, Bass girl. I hope all is well, sweetheart. So all right, I'm not gonna go on the diatribe of all the negativity. It comes with the experience of being YouTube, right? We don't necessarily pay for the ticket, but we co-sign to knowing that we never really know what to expect. But it's my just kudos to people that manage to find wherever I go and decide to, Jesus, just say whatever the hell they want to say in the hopes of what they want to know. I'll have one less place to, I don't know, enjoy myself. I mean, that's not the case. Like, it doesn't work like that anymore. But yeah, I'll never understand that perspective. And I guess on a side note, I'm gonna talk about some people that I consider close, and they're very, they're no strangers to the channel, to the community. They're going through the ringer, and what's very like here, I'll put it like this: for the individual that I'm gonna speak on, if you know that I'm talking about you, because I've commented on your recent live streams, and I mean, I'm going to be very, very authentic on my stance with some of your recent machinations. Reading people's anything online, documentation, this is going off of YouTube. When you go that far, all right, where you got to make phone calls, make FOIA requests, and start just reading other people's opinions on the matter, secondly, and it's just all in the spirit of, I guess that's slandering. You don't like somebody on the internet, so you want to make sure, like, how did we fall that far? How did we devolve, man? The internet, I think the idea was romanticized. We all come together, but through the oversaturation of connection, we've lost the ability to connect. It's actually made it easier to hate one another. Yeah, it fucking breaks my heart. And this one individual that I'm thinking of is on a rampage, a warpath, to ensure, like, it's going as far and as dark as getting other people to claim to be a witness to things that are not true. And I know damn well there's got to be laws to protect against people like that. I'm very disturbed at the things I've seen from this individual, and I exist. That's about it. You know my name because one slanderous, can I say, runt that used to be around here and just absolutely manipulated and used everybody, and then went with the other group and did the same thing there and back again. And based on just false information given again, you have to do your own damn research. That doesn't always mean, hey, let me reach out to one of the person's enemies. It's the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That, while that will be a universal truth, if you only seek out people that don't like the person you already don't like, well, then it's pretty obvious you have no intention of really getting away from this destruction, this path of just wasting your time and everybody else's time. I truly believe, to the person that I'm regarding, or the person I'm talking about right here, I really believe that you're capable of doing something else with your time. You have passions, hobbies, people in your life, and they're just so much more important than what you're doing. I've offered the platform here as a neutral playing field where you can have a conversation with the people that you seem to vehemently hate, and I can attest to their character. Even though I had my own falling out with one of them for a while, that shit happens. We have to be able to be adults and talk things out. That's why I got no respect for the blind trolls that seem to just, have no other purpose than to try to stir shit up just for the sake of it, because it passes time. That's a fucking pitiful existence. But I do offer the platform for the I don't want to add insults. You are invited here if you would feel comfortable enough to have a conversation with the people we know I'm talking about and just hash everything out. Be adults. The world can be tough enough and hard enough on all of us. Let's not try to lend it or feed it any more of an ability to do just that. Uh, I had some kind of gossipy shit that I wanted to talk about, but I think me just talking about it would like lower lower me and the channel. So I'll leave it with this. Perchance, I am curious, chat that's currently engaged. Have you guys heard about this new information about? God, I'm sorry to talk about celebrities, guys. I really am. Will Smith. The reason I'm interested in the stuff that's come out recently about Will Smith and Jada is because, man, they're into Scientology. Scientology to me is fucking evil. Okay, I forget. It's so unfortunate I don't remember the first Lady Miscavige. Okay, the one that was married to the current leader of Scientology. That's a case where the police, law enforcement, everybody petitioned to get proof of life, and they did, but the public, her family, nobody has seen this woman forever. And Scientology, they do skeezy ass shit. They're a bunch of scammers, and they take your money and they charge you for what they sell you to be, fucking like intelligence and enlightenment, when it's neither of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go by proxy. Scientologists are pretty fucking evil. Maybe there's a lot of naivete and gullibility, but it serves a really fucking evil purpose. It's pretty nefarious shit. So I don't know. We know that Scientology gets all up in Hollyweird and shit. So recently, okay, Will Smith. Oh, what's up, All Things Independent? What do you got? I see you in a Scientology center down in Clear. Oh, goodness gracious. I passed a place by, but I will just get arrested if I go into a Scientology place. 100%. So, okay, this Will Smith shit, man, it's got me kind of fucked up. All right. I think a lot of us, we've been indoctrinated. We've grown up watching Will Smith as young as he was, Fresh Prince, some of his albums, man, Summertime, all that shit, his movies, Independence Day, fucking rock star, right? Almost too good to be true with a level of charisma. But holy shit, man, if you ever really want to fucking understand why this man has been acting out so much and the whole slap on Chris Rock being fake or real, I am so convinced that was so fucking real, given everything that this bomb that was dropped on this lady's podcast. She's got like over 1 million subs. She's gonna blow up even further. One of Will Smith's old friends named Belial of 40 fucking years. This was Will Smith's like best friend, very, very close for 40 years. And Will Smith really fucked him over. And it was unfortunately something Jada Pinkett and her team did that upset him so much. He's a proud Muslim man, an American Muslim, very American. I will go as far as dropping a link to this if anybody wants to see it. But man, I mean, he's doing what another channel has chosen to do, right? After so much time of being fucked with or whatever, Jada Pinkett and Will, by being silent, they went out of their way to ensure that he lost a lot of his money and a lot of his clients, this Belial fella. He put celebrity packets together, and now he's writing this book. And I tell you, if you watch this man, you can tell. I promise you. No, I don't care if you're great at reading people or not. This dude is authentic. Yes, that's my opinion, but it's the dude's also got receipts. Check this out. He's gonna go as far as when he writes this book, there's gonna be a QR code on every fucking page or chapter that sends you directly to the website. Here's some insider crazy shit. This is fair, not fucking fair use. I'm gonna talk about nothing. I don't monetize shit, but not a trigger warning. This is some crazy shit. And what's crazy is in the fucking interview, he tells you can look this up, and it's right fucking there. So, all right. The quick story. Eddie Murphy, remember, guys? Eddie Murphy got caught having sex with a transvestite, okay, or a transgender. Sorry, I don't know how to navigate through those waters anymore. So, soon after that news was getting out, Eddie Murphy's team, these Hollywood fucking creeps that get so invested in their property, I'm not gonna even fucking say alleged, man, but I think I should. They find, all right, here's the story about how the transgender woman ended up killing herself or unaliving herself, YouTube. She was locked out of her apartment. This was back in what, late ass 80s or early 90s. So she fucking climbs up to the roof and uses something akin to, like, I don't know, blankets. You can Google this, by the way. Google what happened to Eddie Murphy's transgender sex person, whatever. Tell me this sounds like it actually happened. She ties the fucking something akin to a rope, and it's just a bunch of towels or a blanket, and tries to jump from the roof and swing through her window to get into her apartment because she was locked out. And they ruled that an accidental suicide, unalive. That's ridiculous. Who in their fucking, like, you break the window, you climb up, there's so many other. So that's the dude, like, in this podcast. It shows you the story of this immediately. So why does Belial, Will Smith's buddy, know this? Because Belial opened up the door. He was the go-to guy. He was Will Smith's, like, if you need to tell him anything or if he needs anything, he gets it done. They were, I forget which production they were at, but this dude opens up this door of the other guy's dressing room, Dwayne Dwayne something, and Dwayne is giving Will the business, like straight up raw dogging from behind, and boom, yeah. So there's a lot of things that also add credibility to this, and you got to hear it for yourself. That shit is nuts. He also says the reason Jada Pickett looks so fucking strange, so it looks like maybe I should, celebrity plastic surgery. No, Will Smith actually walked in on Jada. They've been separated for like 6 years or so, or more than that. But they're allowed to be swingers, and apparently they're very open swingers. And Will Smith is actually quite a cuck, apparently, and has a lot of issues with his own size, if you catch my drift. But when he walked in on Jada fucking Mark Anthony in their home, he freaked out and apparently beat the living shit out of her. Like, broke her fucking orbital bone socket and all that. Like, just made her face into a mess. So bad, but they were still so desperate to keep it all out of the press that they had to make a makeshift hospital in the house so it didn't leak, that Will Smith has, like, actually, apparently, allegedly, more than once beat the living shit out of Jada Pinkett. So I don't know, man. Like, you guys got to hear this shit yourself. Feel free to YouTube Belial, and he's talking to this woman named Sister Sandra, Lady Sandra. I don't know. She's not usually my cup of tea, but she got plenty of information that just it passes the bullshit test. This guy is not trying to. He's responding in kind, man. He got tried, and yeah. So I spent, I guess, a couple of hours deviating from whatever the fuck I was doing with my time, and found myself down that rabbit hole. But it's not a rabbit hole, man. This shit is getting corroborated and reported, and it's just crazy to me, man. And so just and Jada Pinkett, man, is just really starting to seem like one of the most evil fucking human beings I've ever heard of. Let's see what else here. Oh, I saw that movie Thanksgiving by Eli Roth, by the way, and I give it the Eli stamp of approval. Here, let me hold on. Cha-ching. All right. Thanksgiving by Eli Roth. First off, the dude's name is Eli. Okay. You can't mess up with that name. Miss Blevins. Oh my, I have had friends. Yeah, Will Smith is he's on the down low. But man, like, that story is crazy, dude. And the Blau just, he tears into it, and it's so matter of fact. The dude's got receipts, he's got videos, and he's got, just listen to it, check it out for yourself. There's rumors floating around now about fucking, come on, this Jamie Foxx. We all love Jamie Foxx, but remember Dave Chappelle once went on a rant saying, like, Hollywood has a weird thing about putting black actors in dresses and shit. And that was one of the things that Chappelle was like, I'm not compromising for this. And he left. He turned down what, $5 million or something like that to retain his integrity, fucking respect. And he's living on his own, like, he's still living the dream without compromising. So anyway, okay, all right. Fucking keep my rant in order. The movie Thanksgiving, I loved it for many reasons. For one, the theater experience. I'll tell you, I don't know if I've said this before, but being in a packed theater, especially around the parts in Florida that I live in, it was so nice. I'll tell you, you'd think COVID never fucking happened. Everybody was forced to sit next to each other. I was fucking squished between, the person to my left, the person to my right. But I mean, it was like, it was a fun horror movie. It's absolutely grotesque as well. All the gory bits that you'd expect to see from an Eli Roth movie. That's the guy who made Hostel. I'm gonna spoil one kill. I mean, there's some fun ones in there, but there's a grown ass woman that gets, and you get to get the perspective of being in the oven. He cooks this woman inside, gets her and bastes her like a turkey before he throws her in there, and has her all propped up, looking like a human ass turkey at the dinner table, and takes the fucking carver, the electric carver, and gets a nice piece of that thigh and serves it to her husband. Just saying, it's fantastic family movie, fun for the whole family. Yeah, Miss Blevins, there's I think that there's just no question to me that there is some form, and even if you reference the original podcast I talked about, where you hear about this shit, Hollywood does go out of its way. He articulated how, let's say, this is on a smaller scam. Just imagine what the bosses of the workers being the actors that make millions upon millions, almost billions. Think about the people that pay them and what they fucking do. So Bilal actually spelled it out. Check this out. This is skeezy ass shit, but it makes so much sense. So this is the things that they tried on him. They didn't get him, but they've gotten other people. So they would tell him like, "Yo, here, let me take an example. Base girl, okay, you work for me. I'm a big time motherfucking actor. Basically, do me a favor. I'm gonna be doing this interview. I want to do this interview with 60 Minutes. Just do me a favor while I'm on camera. Be a sweetheart. Just come in and I want you to just take some cash out of my coat pocket in the background. You won't mess with anything. It's fine. They expect you. Just when the interview is being conducted, just go ahead and do that for me. Right? Something is innocent like that. Make sure to take this cash out, or I could make it seem like do me a favor and just could you check my pockets while I'm in the interview for whatever fucking reason. So that's one thing. Secondly, let me pick somebody else here. Angel Wings, do me a favor. Angel Wings, hey, here's this credit card. Do me a favor. Go ahead, hit the town. Hit the town. Use this credit card up to your heart's desire. It's on me. Okay? Just give it back later. Or better yet, you can keep it. Okay? All right, so that's strategy tactic number two. Number three, let's see. Queen Survivor. Queen Survivor. Um, let me think. I gotta be careful. Queen's a bit too sharp. Well, here's some of the things that they would do, right? So they got you on camera. Like, let's say one day, if you you signed NDAs or did not, whatever the case, and but you did something to piss off Will Smith, or in this case, myself. Here's what now I have the power to do. Oh, look, let's look back at this footage and release it. You see this footage while I was doing this interview, completely unrelated to whatever's going on. Look in the background. That space girl digging in my pockets. Yeah, unfortunately, she had a problem. She has an addiction problem. So, yeah, we didn't want to say anything, but there's now evidence from this obscure interview. And this is something they'd keep in the chamber, in the tank, so to speak, for years upon years until you did something to cross their line that challenged their power or their status. And now for the credit card thing, Jada Pinkett would actually cancel the card after the shopping spree and never tell you about it and go as far as like just keeping that in the tank and not file any charges. But then now look, they have evidence that they can share as a receipt. Look, here's Angel Wings using our credit cards and maxed it out. And we had to report it stolen, but we didn't want to do that to our friend. Right. And this is shit they've done to people. Like remember the original Aunt Vivian from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the actual black one? She's gone into detail about how the Will Smith team and crew did her so dirty. She literally got like blacklisted, and that's the way the power dynamic of Hollywood goes. Now these are just wealthy ass worker bees, man. I can't I can't even imagine when you go higher up the ranks what they are capable of. I mean, we've already seen it though, right? Because when Belial caught Will Smith having anal sex with another man, he said, I need to talk to you. And Bilal kept saying, I don't know what you mean, man. Look, I just got to get you on set. Bilal was trying to convince Will Smith he didn't see anything, but Will Smith knew that wasn't the case. So he was demanding that Bilal sign the NDAs, and he told his best friend of 40 years about the transvestite from that ended up getting allegedly unalived by the team of Eddie Murphy. through this whole ridiculous. She tried to get into her locked building by tying something around her neck and jumping from the roof. Get the fuck out of here. So Will Smith actually explained to Bilal, I want to protect you. And he gave a second example of something else and someone else that ended up gone as a result of just speaking the truth. Hollywood is not different than our government or our mainstream media that want to control the narratives. Bullies, monsters, and psychopaths. They all have that in common. They want to be able to control the motherfucking narrative. That shit is deplorable. That shit is deplorable. Politicians, the Hollywood elite, I swear, they go by the same handbook. And it is just fucking stark raving sad and mad. With that here, I will since I've talked it up so much, I wanted to do kind of a reaction to it, but I felt that maybe that would be like, I don't know, taking too much away from the woman that actually orchestrated and having this interview. And you be the judge yourself. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Skip some of the beginning, but I'll post it. I'm gonna get out of my car, go in, and I'll post the interview on my community. And you guys, you be the judge yourselves. You tell me that man is not telling the truth. There's literal evidence that's played during the interview, clips that corroborates locations and relationships, this, that, and the other. Hollywood is fucking weird, dude, and so is our government. Why is that the case, huh? Why is it that always the most powerful establishments or networks have the most fuckery going on? Is it because money is the root of all evil, and when you have too much of it, you just get a strange appetite and you just maybe forget yourself? In that case, man, I wouldn't mind being able to pay all the fucking bills and pay the mortgage off and watch my family enjoy themselves with less stress. But boy, man, I don't know. Like, there is a certain cost. Everybody says, "Oh, I would do the right thing and I'd stay in control." I'd like to think that's the case, but man, oh man, it's crazy what these people with money and the kinds of monsters that it breeds. If that's the case, it should be no fucking question, no wonder, no mystery as to why our political system is so broken. It's legal pay to play. Corporations are recognized as voters. Okay, super delegates that have a greater voting power than John Q. Citizen, John Q. Public. Like, this shit is just wild. Spirit cooking and all this craziness, man. Why, when you dig deep enough with the people with that have the control and the power, why do we always see some fuck shit that just makes us horrified as human beings? Okay, all right. That's I'm leaving off there. Hey, mutated. I guess I didn't expect to do this, but I will be posting the link as promised in just a few minutes. Much love and good night, one and all.